And then how were the teenage years?
Teenage years were, they went by fast. I mean, I just daydreamed most of it, to be honest. I just didn't want to be there. I wanted to be in North America. It was just like a calling. We have to live in America. And I'm so grateful to my parents to do this whole immigration process, because it took a lot of money and time and obviously effort on their part. And then
did you make them do it? Did you sell them on it?
It's a mixed story, because my dad always says, it's not fair that you say that, that you guys made a decision. It's true. Of course, it wasn't just us, but it was a mutual decision. My dad always wanted to experiment and experience living abroad. That's why he went to university in Ukraine. He studied in Moscow. And he always was excited to also, I guess maybe I get that spirit from him a little bit as well. But it was a huge decision to leave like we have a huge family back home, to leave a reputable job. He was working at BP and making great money, and just like life was just starting to pick up for him. And then, you know, we were very vocal about the fact that we want to move to the States, whatever it takes, we're just gonna make it happen. America, you know how they say it, like we were sold the American dream, and that's
yes.
that's what we envision for ourselves. And he said, you know, let's just do it as a family. Let's immigrate to Canada, because that was one place that was accepting people at the time.
Okay.
And it took us 3 years, I think, like this whole immigration process. And then I remember we got the letter in mail, like 3 years later, like just waiting and praying and daydreaming. And then this letter came, and it said, basically, you have a month or two, I can't remember exactly, that you have to pack your bags and go. We were so excited, but I can only imagine what it took now, as I'm a parent, on their part, to do this big decision and step into the unknown and move to the other side of the world and be responsible for 2 kids. Well, we weren't that young anymore, but still. So then I moved to Canada. And
what happens if Mimi stays?
Oh my God, if I stayed there, I can't imagine, Brian.
What do you think?
My soul would have been crushed. It's like being a caged bird. I can't imagine. Honestly, I'm so grateful. The moment I stepped on that airplane, because that was the first time I flew, right? I vividly remember the moment I stepped on the airplane. I felt like I walked into a dream, because I visualized this so many times that when I stepped on the airplane, I was like, holy, oh my God, this is my life. No, this is a dream. I can't be, like, this can't be real. And then I feel like I'm still in that dream to this day. I'm still living that dream, and I'm truly, truly grateful, because I know this is special. Not everybody gets to live their dream.
Could you not have done what you did while still being there?
No.
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 Just because you wouldn't have been around people with the mindset to do it?
Or maybe yes, who knows, really. I don't want to be so black and white.
But it feels like you couldn't. You had to kind of go.
Yeah, you have to, because
Sometimes
you're exposed to different people. You're exposed to different cultures. And that's why I love moving to different places in the world. And we immigrated with Alex now to the UK. It's been like probably a little over 6 years, or it's going to be 6 years in July, actually. So we've been here now for 6 years, and we talk about possibly moving somewhere else. I don't want to belong to one particular place. I want to experience many different things, many different lives in one life. That excites me. And I feel like when we live in different places, we get to take a part of that city with us and like keep it in our soul, and it becomes part of our identity. And to me, that's a blessing. I think everybody has such different journeys. You don't have to do that. Not everybody has to do that. But does it excite you? For me, it does. So that's the answer to me. Anytime you're considering something, a job opportunity, marrying a person, or even dating a person, let's start with something small, you have to ask yourself, does it excite you? Because if it does, then you should keep going forward. And if it doesn't, then, well, you know the answer then.